Nearly 2 weeks after Election Day, the votes are in. We'll have the results. Plus, how you can make your voice heard as Sarasota considers shortening the length of stay for short-term rentals. And how experts say you can save money when shopping on Black Friday. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 11.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dwayne Lindo. Topping our news tonight, after nearly 2 weeks and a mandatory recount by hand, the Florida Senate race is officially over. It took 2 drama-filled recounts before Republican Rick Scott was officially declared the winner in Florida's Senate race. State election officials race to meet today's noon deadline. Palm Beach County getting its results in with 1 second to spare. After the last recount, Scott's razor-thin lead coming in at just 10,000 votes. His opponent, 3-term Senator Bill Nelson, conceding today.
Well, things worked out a little differently than Grace and I had hoped, but let me say I by no measure feel defeated.
In the race for governor, Tallahassee's Democratic Mayor Andrew Gillum conceded the race Saturday to Republican Ron DeSantis. DeSantis' lead by Gillum just under 34,000 votes. And another recount we've been following, the race for Florida State Agriculture Commissioner. Results posted today show after a recount, Nikki Fried has defeated Republican Matt Caldwell. That win coming with less than 7,000 votes between them. If the results are certified Tuesday, Fried will replace Republican Adam Putnam in January. And proposed changes could allow property renters to stay for shorter periods of time in the residential areas of Lido Key and in the city of Sarasota. ABC 7's Erica Jackson has the details on this proposal.
The city of Sarasota has not allowed homes or condos or any building in a residential area to be rented out for less than a week since the year 2002. But that could soon change. Commissioner Hagan Brody wants city staff to discuss changing the city's zoning code so visitors can rent a portion of a property where a long-term tenant lives for less than a week. The city tells us that Florida statutes restrict local laws from prohibiting the duration for vacation rentals, but that doesn't apply to this ordinance since it was adopted before June of 2011. Some homeowners in the Lido Shores neighborhood worry this potential change would commercialize quiet residential areas in city limits.
We don't want them to be turned into nightly churning rentals for companies like Airbnb.
City commissioners are expected to discuss that short-term rental issue at its meeting on Monday at 6 p.m. And a group of about 75 demonstrators are planning to protest outside of that meeting just before it begins. Reporting on Lido Key, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thanks, Erica. Now let's go to Wendy Ross with a first look at the First Alert weather forecast. Wendy?
Hello, Dwayne. What we're looking at right now is just some cloudy weather that started to move in across central Florida. And we do have a couple of showers down to our south and also along the east coast of Florida. That's where they've been most of the evening. And you can see some of these showers moving on and lifting on shore, especially to the south of us, but they've not been affecting us. So we could see some of these showers beginning to move into our area during the next several hours, and during the overnight time period, we could see some scattered rains as well, and this would continue into the early morning hours tomorrow, giving about a 30% chance of rain for early morning showers on Monday. But you can see we've just got a little bit of rain now starting to move into Charlotte County, and the rest of our viewing area is not reporting showers, so just keep in mind we may get a passing stray shower that does come on through with some cloudy weather also being reported. 71 degrees right now at the airport, humidity at 78%. The winds are coming in out of the north-northeast at around 8 miles per hour, and as you can see, we've got some cloudy conditions out there, but not widespread rains, not right now. Dwayne?
Wendy, thank you. Right now we are monitoring not one, but 2 separate death investigations over the weekend. The first in Manatee County on 17th Street East in Bradenton. Deputies are asking for your help after finding a man dead inside a car Saturday night. Witnesses told detectives they heard gunshots. Then a car crashed into the ditch right outside their house. Inside of that car, a man was found shot to death.
At the time, I thought it was my wife in the garage and something might have fell, so I kind of got up, and then by that time she Just hollered at me and said there was a car in our yard.
This is Manatee County's second death investigation in the last week. Deputies are also searching for answers after a man's body was found burning along the side of the road in Myakka City. Now to that other death investigation, this one in South Sarasota County. A woman is now dead in Northport after police say her husband pushed her and she fell. Police were called to a home in Grand Paradiso around 8:30 Saturday night. That's where they found a 72-year-old woman had been injured after a fall. She was taken to the hospital where she died today of her injuries. At the time of the fall, the woman had been taking care of her ailing 76-year-old husband. Officers report that her husband pushed her down while he was receiving care. The husband was also admitted for health care needs. Officials tell ABC7 that they expect to release more information on that case Monday. Happening in Florida, a deadly cruise ship mystery. The Princess Cruises ship returning to port in Fort Lauderdale, with investigators including the FBI waiting. That's after a 52-year-old woman fell to her death from a 14th-story balcony. As ABC's Ariel Reshef reports, authorities are now looking into the possibility that she was pushed.
This morning, a first look inside the Princess cruise ship turned crime scene as the mystery deepens in the death of a woman on board. Room doors sealed and the lifeboat where witnesses say the victim was found. The ship finally back in Florida this weekend, where passengers are speaking out for the first time.
I would never expect that would happen on a cruise.
Logan Tignor recalling the early morning announcement that sounded over the PA system.
They did a PA announcement at 4:30 in the morning, security to lifeboat number 2.
Word of a tragedy soon spreading.
I was in the elevator and another passenger told me what happened and I was like, oh my gosh, holy cow. Personally, I was kind of terrified for my safety afterwards.
According to reports in the Aruban Press, the 52-year-old woman plummeted from an upper deck of the 3,600 passenger vessel, landing on a lifeboat after allegedly struggling with a man.
So they finally told us that some 52-year-old woman was being choked to death.
The FBI now investigating the case as a possible murder.
At the time she fell, who else was out there? What did they see? What had they witnessed previously, hours or days before, aboard this ship?
The ship sailing between the islands of Curacao and Aruba at the time. This weekend, docking in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Princess Cruises saying in a statement, "We are deeply saddened by this incident and offer our sincere condolences to the family and those affected."
And the FBI tells ABC News it is working with Aruban authorities to investigate all angles, only saying the woman died of unnatural causes. Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
And in your first alert traffic, Manatee County Sheriff's deputies are cracking down on people driving under the influence. Overnight, Friday and Saturday, deputies charged 3 people with driving under the influence and handed out 40 traffic tickets. It's a reminder for drivers, if you're planning to start the Thanksgiving holiday early, make sure you have a designated driver. If you do decide to drink over the Thanksgiving holiday but don't have a way home, AAA wants to remind you that it will be offering its tow-to-go service. It's a free confidential ride within a 10-mile radius, and it's good for up to 2 riders. Those services will begin this Wednesday, November 21st. It will then run through the holiday and end 6 a.m. on Sunday, November 25th. And planning to do a lot of traveling over the next few days? Well, here's some good news for your bank account. The average price of regular gas has dropped 12 cents a gallon over the past 2 weeks. The average is now at around $2.72 per gallon nationwide. And if you need to fill up here on the Suncoast, according to the app Gas Buddy, the average price in Sarasota right now is $2.38. The lowest is $2.22. Something else you probably will be doing a lot of this week, shopping. Major retailers are already kicking off Black Friday sales. It's like TVs for under $300, but as ABC's Eva Pilgrim reports, some of those deals may be too good to be true.
Thanksgiving may be 4 days away, but retailers are already after your holiday dollar. Save up to 40% off home appliances at JCPenney and up to 50% off furniture at Ashley Home Store. At Bloomingdale's, this NutriBullet blender is 50% off.
Online shopping is a cutthroat landscape, and retailers will do anything to sweeten the deal. If there isn't free shipping offered, just ask for it.
But there could be even better deals if you wait. Starting tomorrow at Kohl's, this Instant Pot will be $69.99. Walmart savings start online Wednesday with discounts on Apple. And come Thanksgiving at Target, more than 15 televisions will be under $300. But experts are warning some online deals really are too good to be true. This $200 Kroger coupon making the rounds on social media, a fake. To protect yourself against online scams, experts recommend always using a secure Wi-Fi connection to shop, downloading retailers' mobile apps for better security, and always paying with a credit card versus a debit card for the best protection.
Still to come here on ABC7, a fatal plane crash in Texas, what we're learning about the pilot. Plus, the search for those still missing continues in California after 2 devastating wildfires.
This is the story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Our nurse, Jennifer, all we did is pick up the phone if I was having a bad day, and the next thing we know, she was here at the door. I can't believe that I would have received any greater care anywhere. From that moment on, everything changed dramatically. And I don't know what we would have done without that.
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
2 people are dead after a vintage World War II fighter plane crashed into the parking lot of an apartment complex in Texas. 2 people were on board. The Federal Aviation Administration says the aircraft was destroyed and several cars were damaged. The World War II P-51D Mustang fighter crashed Saturday. The Mustang was first built by North American Aviation in 1940. It was used by the U.S. military in World War II and the Korean War. Witnesses say the pilot was showing off for children when the crash happened.
She waved at him. She waved at him before he crashed. And he dipped once, and then, bam, he hit the parking lot. And it'll probably haunt me for a minute to see something like this.
Fredericksburg is home to the National Museum of the Pacific War. The museum said on Twitter today that one of the persons in those planes was killed was a veteran. The National Transportation Safety Board and the FAA are investigating. President Trump pushing back against a Washington Post report. That report claims that CIA assessment found that the Saudi crown prince ordered the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The prince has been a close ally of President Trump, and if U.S. intelligence agencies finds him guilty, it could be a damaging blow to that key relationship. As the president waits for that CIA assessment, he talked about the audio tape of Khashoggi's murder during an interview that aired Sunday on Fox News.
We have the tape. I don't want to hear the tape. No reason for me to hear the tape.
Why don't you want to hear it, sir?
Because it's a suffering tape. It's a terrible tape. I've been fully briefed on it.
Expects the final report from the CIA on Tuesday. And at least 76 people are now confirmed dead in the Camp Fire in Northern California, while nearly 1,300 people are still unaccounted for. As ABC's Marcus Moore reports, that fire consuming nearly 150,000 acres.
More than a week after the deadly Camp Fire ravaged parts of Northern California, the desperate search continues for those still missing.
I would ask that people make every diligent effort to reach out to their friends and family and let them know they're okay. And then also check with us and let us know that they're okay so that we can devote our resources to locating people who haven't yet been accounted for.
The president visiting the devastated area Saturday.
We do have to do management, maintenance, and we'll be working also with environmental groups. They've really, I think everybody's seen the light. Hopefully this is going to be the last of these.
Some still unhappy with the president's earlier criticism of California's forest management.
The reality is we're always going to have wildfires in California. We need to take steps to reduce their frequency, reduce their severity. And yes, forest management is one piece of it, but there are lots of other pieces.
But California's Governor Jerry Brown thanked the president.
And I really appreciate the president himself being here and putting the focus and the spotlight on probably the worst tragedy that California's ever faced.
Thousands displaced near Paradise, a town reduced to ashes. Some evacuees taking refuge in this Walmart parking lot. But there are concerns about the sanitary conditions of these makeshift camps.
We have people in tents sleeping on the ground and it's cold, and they're trying to get people in shelters. Unfortunately, there's not enough shelters.
Crews in hazmat suits now searching for the bodies of victims as firefighters continue to battle the flames. Marcus Moore, ABC News, Chico, California.
Extremely scary situation in Northern California. I can't believe it.
And they're not going to get any kind of relief with any kind of rain. There's nothing coming on shore right now. In the meantime, across the central part of the country, we have a cold front that's coming, and that may actually help to bring about some showers to parts of Florida. So that cold front is going to be making its move. Right now, we've got the drier air, as you can see, over the southern part of the state. This is the picture of the water vapor imagery, which shows what's going on in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and it's still very dry over the southern part of the state of Florida, also northern Florida. And then we had a ribbon of some moisture that moved on into central Florida, and so that allowed more cloud cover to come on through, and we've been seeing the rain showers developing along the east coast and also some showers that are just moving into the southwestern coastline as well, and they're all being brought in by a low pressure system that's developed offshore. But these showers have been making their way on in throughout the evening and the nighttime hours, and a few of them have actually made their way into Charlotte County. There is the possibility we'll see these more widespread rains later on during the overnight time period and into the early morning tomorrow. And this is the cold front that we're watching right here. You can see it draped across the southeast. It stretches down across parts of Louisiana and into the Gulf of Mexico, and it's going to be making its way across the state of Florida. It's going to take some time to do that, and as it comes on through, what it's going to be doing is basically steadying things for us, because we're going to continue to see our weather with temperatures in the upper 70s, and that's what we're going to be experiencing. In the meantime, another cold front moving across the northeastern part of the country is going to bring some bitterly cold temperatures to the northeastern part of the nation, and we don't have to worry about that. That's not going to be happening for us. Our temperature base is going to stay right around 78 degrees over the next couple of days, with all the way through Thursday, as a matter of fact, with tomorrow being the warmest temperature we might actually experience. Our future forecast is showing that we've got the front that starts to make its way down across the state of Florida. It really becomes a little bit disjointed as it makes its way on through, but we're going to be watching it coming on in, and it's not going to be a rainmaker for us, and it's not going to be a really cold weather feature. It's just going to keep us pretty much where we are right now. And what we're looking at are the dew points are still quite low over the panhandle of Florida. You move into central Florida, they are higher than they were yesterday, and that's why we saw a little bit more in the way of cloud cover, a little bit more stickiness in the air. And then if you go down to Key West, it's 70 degrees there as far as dew point is concerned. And right now temperatures are quite chilly across the panhandle. Readings here in the 40s at this hour, 60s though still for us, close to 70 degrees in some locations, and then down to the south in Key West it's 80 degrees. But here across our region we're looking at temperatures anywhere from 70 to 72 degrees. So we're going to see those drop just a little bit more. We're expected to get back down into the 60s. Last night we were 60 degrees, 83 was our daytime high. So again, a little bit warmer today than yesterday, and tomorrow we're going to be around 80 degrees, and that cold front's going to be starting to make a difference as well. You'll notice that the temperatures get down into the mid-60s for the overnight time period, but very rapidly they're going to be warming back up, and by 11 o'clock tomorrow they'll be around 77 degrees. And do you remember that system I was telling you about out in the Atlantic? Just watch this here. It just gets sheared apart. It wasn't developing. We weren't worried about it, but it's just gone now. So there's nothing out there. And if you're heading to the beach tomorrow, winds will be out of the northeast at 10 knots, seas 1 to 2 feet with a light chop. We're looking at temperatures that'll be around 81 degrees at the beach. And then for the rest of us, we're going to be seeing those possibility of some showers coming on through, an 80-degree reading. Beautiful conditions through Thursday. The rain comes back in just in time for next weekend. Dwayne.
Wendy, thank you. In health news, there is hope for those looking to recover from an opioid addiction. A new study has found that exercise could help prevent drug relapse in the fight against addiction. That's according to researchers from the University of Illinois who reached that conclusion by studying mice. They found that the movement of exercise affects addicts' response to environmental cues and ultimately their decision to relapse or stay clean. Health officials say no reason to skip Thanksgiving dinner because of a salmonella outbreak linked to raw turkey, but they say it's a reminder to properly prepare your holiday bird. Cooking kills salmonella. Since it began last year, the outbreak linked to raw turkey has caused 1 death and more than 160 illnesses around the country. But until last week, regulators hadn't been able to tie any cases to a specific product. That's when one case was linked to ground turkey. That's a look at health news. Your winning lotto numbers are straight ahead. Stay with us.
It's year-end clearance time at every Gettle location. Over 3,000 new vehicles, over 1,000 used vehicles on clearance right now at Gettle.com. And Gettle Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Get credit help, fast cash for your car, and year-end clearance prices right now at a Gettle dealership near you. Gettle's got it. At Gettle.com.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes, B, console her,
don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Hi, I'm Janelle Hale, founder and CEO of the National Breast Cancer Foundation. No one should face breast cancer alone. When I was diagnosed 36 years ago, there was no internet, and I had to make a decision with little information. Early detection saved my life. It could save yours too. To learn what every woman needs to know about breast cancer, visit nbcf.org/hope.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
Our nation's servicemen and women show great courage and leadership, both on and off the battlefield. When they transition to civilian life, they can apply the skills and values they learned in the military to the workplace. That's why the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is urging employers everywhere to be smart, bet on a vet. Hiring a veteran is also a great way to show your appreciation for them. To learn more, call 1-888-44-SALUTE.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
And now to the story you didn't know you needed. A giant panda at the Smithsonian's National Zoo in Washington has been enjoying the first snowfall of the winter. Look at that, Wendy. The zoo posted this video this week of Bebe, the panda rolling about and tumbling in the snow. The 3-year-old also climbed trees in his enclosure, his waterproof fur helping to insulate him against the snow. And you can see he's having a lot of fun there. It's kind of crazy.
Having too much fun. How fun is that? I just love that. I love pandas.
Right,
I love
you gotta
pandas.
love the cute animal stories.
Oh my gosh, those are the best. But you know, that's how we felt the other day when it was nice and cool and crisp for the first time. I felt just like that panda. I was laughing and having a great time.
Right.
It's going to be a great week this week coming up. Maybe a little rain tomorrow morning, and after that, gorgeous.
And thanks for joining us. Be sure to catch Ray Collins and Jess Dowdrick tomorrow morning.
My grandpa was always telling me about it.
But the civil rights thing happened like a million years ago.
Still, he thought it was important that I know what it was like.
So we followed the civil rights trail to Alabama. We saw Dr. King's church,
the bridge in Selma, the church in Birmingham, and I finally knew what he was talking about.
Some things you just have to experience for yourself.
Start your civil rights journey at alabama.travel.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.